Shalom. First of all, to give all glory and honor to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushai by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to teachers, elders, and apostles of great millstone. Likewise, brothers, putting out this truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep unto you, brothers and sisters. Tuning in, Shalom. Today's lesson is titled Deserving Sorrows for Edom, which we know Great Babylon, America, aka United States of America, is part of the Edomite empire, which is the so-called white race. Okay, let's go into the first scripture here. This is the book of 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 10. It says, Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt, which we know this place is spiritual Sodom and Egypt. You will work to death here. And on top of that, as if that's not bad enough, you have to deal with the Sodomite agenda, okay, that is in everything cultural here in Great Babylon, America. It says, with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that power shall bring on it. Now, you saw in that opening clip, you saw it where it says Donald Trump says that a Great Depression is coming. He's right. Well, he's only right in his own mind. The Lord has something extraordinarily devious and grievous for this place. So, okay, basically the way he's saying it is actually having you people in a soothing state of mind, because you remember that there was a depression in the United States before, and you overcame that, and the United States became the place or the nation to imitate up until now, where these nations are now despising this place. Okay, now let's take a look at the elephant in the room here, because as you can see with this clip here, where it shows this Eve, okay, or what appears to be Eve, is comforting this Jake man. Okay, first of all, you so-called black men, okay, this is a fantasy. Okay, this is not going to be the case. These women are not going to comfort you. In fact, they're going to be looking for you to comfort them. Besides that, we are still under the curses. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 56, because chances are you useless niggas will not have a confident woman. The Lord is not going to give you a confident woman in this time. Okay, it says, the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil towards her husband, of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. And that's because why? These women, okay, have been seduced by Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man. Okay, he's providing, social welfare for them. He's putting them in positions that they, okay, and he's taking care of them. Basically, if a man even talk hard to the woman, okay, Esau sends his sentries there to put that man to death. And I'm talking about just Jake's here, okay? So don't expect, okay, these wicked women, okay, to comfort you, Jace, okay? That is only going to be the case for the men of the Lord. In fact, the men of the Lord is going to be the ones that the women are going to be coming to for protection in this time that's coming. Because when you take a look, okay, and as you can see playing in the background here, all of these things that's going to be taking place here with the collapse of the economy. Okay, you see these companies shutting down. You see wars picking up all over the place. You see in civil wars that's brewing here in Great Babylon, America, is going to lead to a lot of death and starvation and a lot of heavy stress that people have never dealt with in their life. Let's take a look at the book of Proverbs 29 and 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, which the righteous are not, the people rejoice. Now, you people are going to have to wait until, Jeremiah 16 and 16 when we come down, grab all of those damn elites out of their bunkers, chain them up, put them into slavery, okay? And all the rest of you nations are going to go into slavery too. But guess what? You're actually still going to be happy, because it's going to be slavery in righteousness, not the way Esau did it to us. It says, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear it rule, the people mourning, and right now, everybody is mourning. This place is in great depth. It's in depth. Okay, your credit system, or the way your credit is evaluated here in Great Babylon, is America, is that you have to be in constant debt, which means what? You would have to be constantly working. Henceforth, spiritual Egypt, okay, which is symbolic of slavery. Okay, this is why you see everybody is in that position right now, living beyond the means of what they were capable of. But this is just the way it is here in Great Babylon, America. It's what's pushed forward. Let's go into second Ezra 6 and start with 22, because we got to look at the current situation that we are in and where this is going to go into. Because if you people think that somehow, some way, somehow, you're going to be the lucky one to get through this. That's not going to be the case. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Why? You have logistics breakdown. If people aren't buying, businesses go to business. You have the elites that are turning around and working with the farmers to destroy their crops. You have the elites who are turning around and buying cropland and then not putting crops on it. They're looking to, really push out their lab created food, which is basically just poison. Okay. And they can't get everybody to take the poison willingly, what they call the V jabs and those. So they're going to put it in the food. The food that you're going to be eating soon is going to be the V jabs in itself. Okay, it says, and the trumpet shall give a sound which when every man hear it, they should be suddenly afraid. No more food. You got wars going on. Hey, what's going on with the food in the grocery store here? Hey, what's going on here? Why is there no more job being created? Okay, why is these robots taking over everything? Okay, they're saying that it's going to make everything efficient, but no, who's got what now? It says, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear, and those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. So if you have a friend, look at your friend right now. Your friend is going to become your enemy. You better get it in your head right now, okay, that everyone around you that's smiling right now, shaking your hands, giving you hugs and kisses, meeting you up for happy hour, are going to turn on you, okay? If you don't believe me, go down any day to the gun store and you will see a line of people arming themselves to the T because they understand there is a situation here in America right now as we speak. Let's go into 2nd Ezra chapter 16, starting verse 17, because why would you have the prophet so spazzing out? Basically, he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Is me who will deliver me in those days. Talking about a future time. So this prophet may be alive today. It could be any one of the brothers right now. Nobody knows, okay, which prophet they are. It says the beginning of sorrows and great mourning. This is the beginning. Okay, these collapse, the sudden collapse of the dollar, the yen, all of these other currencies across the earth. Because once the American dollar falls, all our other currencies are going to fall. When America goes down, so will all the other nations. Why? Because this is a country that imports. Okay, imports. It buys. So if this nation is not buying the goods of these other nations, then they're too gonna starve. Okay, but we like to focus here on Great Babylon, America, because this is the place of jollity where everybody think that nothing is going to happen bad here, and it's just another bad times, economic downfall. We'll get through it, and this is always the saying. It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great debt. Now, why did it say the word great debt? Okay, that should tell you, okay, when you have problems and people don't have enough, and I just read to you in 2nd Ezra 6, 6 and 20, verse 22, where it talks about what friends turn against each other. So this is no longer going to be a place where only burglars or just some psycho killer coming around to your house, to kill you. This is going to be your friends who are going to say, yo, hey, you going to share that with me or what? If not, they're going to try to take it from you. And in that case, you may have to delete them or they're going to delete you for it. Sooner or later, as people start to getting put to death in the millions, people will start to pick up those arms and say, you know what, I got to do what I got to do. And that's going to be the mentality, me, myself, and I. It says the beginning of wars and the powers shall stand and fear the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Now, we know as the men of the Lord, Yahweh Shemi Ashai, is what? Okay, we are in that preparation state right now. Our mind is being prepared. Our loins are being girded up, okay, because we have to be men. This is not going to be a time where women are going to be standing up front. That's currently right now. These are the last few times, okay, or we in those last days of women being bold, okay? They are going to be humble dramatically, okay, to where they're supposed to be. And unfortunately for a lot of men, okay, you're going to be worse than the women, all right? Unless you know this truth and trusting in the Lord Yahweh Shemi Ashai to get you through this. Everybody else is going to be on their own. It's going to be like the Serengeti out here in Great Babylon, America. Okay, wolf against wolf. Okay, wolf against bunny rabbits. It's going to be predators and prey. That's all it's going to be. It says, "Well, whole famine and plague, tribulation, anguish are set as a scorch for men." Imagine the fact that we've never seen this place like what we see in those other countries like in Africa where you get people just riding around in pickup trucks and just slaughtering entire villages and stuff like that. Except over here you have cities, okay, and counties, and this is what's going to be going on. It's going to be from the government. It's going to be from these people that they bring across the border. These mercenaries, and it's going to be yourself or your local born what they quote unquote terrorists, okay, or just an everyday man. It's just going to turn into a savage beast. You're going to have to. It said, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be mindful of the scourges. Our people will never turn for the simple reason. Esau has an answer for everything. Oh, it'll get better. Okay, I'm gonna fix it. I got a solution for you. Hey, Esau, the so-called white man, the caveman, the abominable caveman, always has a solution. So why would they change? And it's also gonna be different. It's gonna be classes. You're gonna have people who are gonna have it much more worse than others. So guess what? Just like now, if you don't have it, you don't have it. You're still in a famine right now if you can't buy food. But then you look around, people drive around and $200,000 vehicles and have big houses and expensive jewelries on like that. And it's like, what the hell? They're wearing more expensive jewelries on their body than what your whole entire network is. Okay, and this is how it is for certain people here. Okay, in Great Babylon, America. So it says, but for all these things they should not turn from their wickedness, nor be mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals should be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. We're currently in that situation right now. Even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Look at this, man. You don't think that this is going to lead to that? Look at what's happening. A country that's in debt. Okay, so something's got to give. It says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So even if you escape the famine, you have some food, maybe y'all get together, whatever the case is like that, you have the sword. Okay, because why? If you have it, somebody else looking to take it. And people are not going to be in a sharing spirit. You don't believe it? Let's go into Matthew 10, starting verse 34. It says, think not that I come to send peace on earth. This is the Mashiach. I come not to send peace, but a sword, which is death. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foe should be that of his household. Now, I showed you in the first video where, this Eve, or what looks like an Eve, is hugging this Jake, a so-called Negro. Okay, that's a fantasy. Okay, that's not going to happen because why? We're still under the curses. Now you have the righteous women that the Lord Yahweh Shemashah is going to give to the men of the Lord, not to you worthless niggas out there. Okay, not to you useless, worthless niggas. You didn't put into this, man. Okay, you didn't put into it. The Lord doesn't give a crap about your ass. Okay, so that's why 2/3 is going to be taken out, mainly men, and you wicked ass women, and you worthless ass demonic little children. Okay, and it's going to be few men that He's going to save, and a whole lot of women because they can be there. They can really be saved for childbearing and the children. Okay, and the other men that support the ministry. Okay, and believe in Yahweh Shemashah. But for the rest of you damn worthless niggas say that you can cry like that, these women gonna look at you and they may put your ass to damn death. The spirit may jump in them. Okay, so there's not gonna be no friendship in the household. There ain't gonna be no let's get together and work things out like that as we saw in 2nd Ezra 6:22. Okay, hey, people can be turning on each other friends. This is how it's going to be. And let's conclude with the fact that we are under wicked rulership. Okay, a man so devious and so evil that they don't even care about their own people. There was a time that we would never see these crackers, okay, in the situation they're in right now. And here we are looking at them. And in a lot of cases, they're a hell of a lot worse off than Jake's. How the hell you been working, a mid-career level job or being a middle class Edomite, and now here you are, you can't even afford to 1 month's rent. You're going to be under a damn bridge, okay? And this is how it is. It says, he that is evil, this is Ecclesiasticus 14, and verse 5. It says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? Nobody. He shall not take pleasure in his goods. There's none worse than he that envied himself, and this is a recompense of wickedness. So these crackers, they always turn on each other, man. You can see them. You see that in the video, in the so-called White House or Congress, how they're looking and going, how the hell did we get into all this stuff? What do you mean, how the hell we got into all this stuff? Y'all weren't asking that question 20 years ago when America was on top. Okay, when y'all was just, going these frivolous wars and stuff like that. Y'all wasn't asking those questions. Why are you asking those questions now? It's because it's impacting each and every one of you individually. See, at the end of the day, unless you're an elite, you just a doggone another worker. Okay? That's all these guys are. Just another worker. So y'all are envious of each other. Obviously, there's going to be a civil war. Okay, you're going to look and fight. You have the talk right now of the division of this nation and how The only way we can square things off is if we rise up against each other. So you're divided. And it says, and if he do it good, he do it unwillingly. And at the last, he will declare his wickedness. And this is what Esau has always done, Jake. Y'all have trusted him, and he's always turned around and stab you in the back, in the front, in the neck, in the eye, and up your ass. Because why? You niggas walk around with your head up your ass because you don't listen to the counsel of the men that the Lord Yahweh Shemashai has set up to save you. Lord willing, the elect will set a fire. Let's close up by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Shalom.